Influential U.S. evangelical leader James Dobson dies aged 89. Dr. James Dobson, a prominent and influential evangelical leader and who advised for U.S. presidents, aged 89. And Dobson, by the way, was a fixture in conservative U.S. politics for decades, and most recently served on Donald Trump advisory board for evangelical affairs. And the minister, by the way, he founded focus on the family, and is one of the largest in the world, and with a presence in nearly 100 countries. And as well as, by the way, Trump Dobson advised three other Republican presidents, Ronald Reagan and George W. Bush. And by the way, born in Louisiana in 1936, and Dobson, by the way, founded focus on the family in 1977 with the stated mission of affirming the God ordained institution of the family. And his radio, by the way, program was eventually broadcast by 4,000 radio stations across North America. And he published, by the way, his first of more than 70 books, Dare to Discipline, and which advocated for strict parental authority and corporal punishment. And while working as associate, by the way, clinical professor of paediatrics at the University of California School of Medicine. Gary Poir, by the way, of the Dr. James Dobson family institute, described, by the way, the organization's founder as a pioneer and a man of deep conviction, and whose voice shaped, by the way, the way generations view faith and the family and cultures. And while he never, by the way, ran for public office, Dobson, by the way, was considered extremely influential in conservative political circles in the U.S. And he founded, by the way, the Family Research Council in 1981, and a think tank that advocates for socially conservative causes and coordinated state-level lobbying organizations across the country. And following news of this, and the Family Research Council President Tony Perkins says that Dobson's legacy will be lasting. And Dobson, by the way, will be missed, and he added, but like other influential Christian leaders of his era, and he has raised many more in his wake. And in 1982, he was, by the way, appointed to a national advisory committee on youth justice by then President Ronald Reagan. And Dobson, by the way, later acted as an advisor during both Bush presidencies and endorsed Donald Trump in the 2020 election, as well as offering him vocal support during impeachment hearing. And Dobson's, by the way, views led to several controversies over his career. And in 2014 season, he was, by the way, accused of hijacking a National Day of Prayer event by calling Barack Obama and the abortion, by the way, president, prompting former California and Congresswoman Janice Hahn to storm out of the event. And Dobson, by the way, was also considered a hardliner on LGBTQ plus issues, and in 1973 resigned from the American Association after it removed, and, by the way, homosexuality from its list of mental disorders. Thank you so much. Have a nice time and great day. Thank you.